We have all seen that the virus continues to spread, that Omicron is spreading very rapidly. And I said last time that where we had 1 or 2 generations of separation, now everybody, I believe, knows somebody or has somebody in their close social circle who's been affected by COVID-19. That means this is going to be a challenging month. But it doesn't mean that we need to stop everything. We know that the basics, the foundations of what we have in place, the things that we have learned to do, and the measures that we have in place currently are going to help us get through this month. As we've done since the beginning of the pandemic, almost 2 years ago, our goal is to mitigate the impact of this virus, to make sure we're doing our best to stop sickness and death, to make sure we're supporting our health care system so everybody can get the care they need, and to minimize the negative impacts of everything that we're doing on society. So we all need to continue to work together in this storm, in this version of the storm that we're facing right now. And as we've done in the past, we know that we have the means and the foundation for how to get through this Omicron wave. While some things are different, a shorter incubation period, which means some of those tools that we've relied on, we can no longer use effectively. But much remains the same. Staying home, staying away from others if we're sick, wearing a mask, wearing a good fitting mask, especially when we're around others. Vaccination has made it a different storm in many, many ways, and it means that the impact can be mitigated in all of us. It protects us, it protects our families, it protects our communities. So making sure that everybody has their first and second dose, and as you're eligible, getting your booster dose. Keeping your distance from others in those places where we don't know people, especially indoor places. Washing our hands regularly, keeping our gatherings small, making sure we are using the orders that are in place to mitigate and to prevent transmission in some of the highest risk settings. Earlier this week, I spoke as well about the importance of businesses reactivating the COVID safety plans. That was a strategy that we used very early on in this pandemic to really develop specific strategies for each specific business or industry. And these worked. These helped us get through the last number of waves, and they will help us get through this one too. It becomes more and more important as we're seeing that increased transmission in our communities. And these safety plans are a measure to allow you to keep operating in the face of a significant portion of workers who may be unable to come in because they're ill themselves now with COVID. It is important that every business take this step now, which is why today I'm putting an order in place requiring COVID safety plans for all businesses in British Columbia. WorkSafe BC, and we've been working with many different industry tables and had many discussions over the past week or so. And WorkSafe BC is working with us in partnership again on these and has reactivated their supports for businesses and is available to address your questions. As an employer, we know that you have an obligation to do all you can to keep your employment environment safe and your employees safe. And I know the vast majority of businesses have stepped up without hesitation, and many have continued all of the measures from their COVID-19 safety plans from the previous iterations. This is about activating all of those layers of protection again to reduce the impact of the Omicron circulation in our communities and making sure we can continue to operate our businesses. It's about business continuity, and we know that this has proven to work to keep businesses open and to safely manage. This order is specific to industry and businesses, and of course does not apply, as it didn't in the previous iterations, to childcare or post-secondary or the K-12, where we have additional other plans in place that are unique to those settings.